Okay, sorry in advance for the poor lighting. It's nighttime and I don't have that kind of lighting. But behind me you can see that I have several piles of books. One of those piles is books I've already started, and the other three I haven't started yet, but all of these are books that I've been wanting to read for quite some time, especially when I have the time and when I'm going to be on break. So let's start with this pile right here, which are books that I've already started, and you've probably already heard me talking about them. So these are, I have started some of these other ones, but these are books that I'm really far into and are almost done with. We have the Final Girl Support Group, which is definitely coming home with me because I'm going to finish this book on the train. Where the Crawdads Sing, I am almost done with this book. I'm more than halfway through. I've been listening to it on Audible as well as reading it. And so no matter what, it's not coming back to the apartment with me after Thanksgiving break. So it's coming with. So these are two hardcover books. They're not too thick, but they are hardcover, which is going to add weight to my suitcase. Again, I'm taking the train, I'm not flying, so weight isn't an issue. It's just about what I'm willing or wanting to carry. So let's go to the other pile. I think I only want to add about 2 more books to this list of soft cover if possible, but like most of these books are hardcover because I got them from Book of the Month, and Book of the Month tends to always want to send me hardcover books. I don't even know if they send, like, what is it called, soft cover? I don't know if they send soft cover books. I've been wanting to read this book for some time. Yeah, I thought a train one would be fun, but we're not gonna do it because I don't think I'm in the mood for it. Yeah, we're not gonna do it. The Ninth House, I have also been wanting to read, but we're not gonna do it because it's too thick. It's just a little too bulky for my suitcase right now. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I've been wanting to read this one, but I just got it. I'm going to put this in the Let's Reconsider pile. Hopefully that pile doesn't get too long because I'm also gonna add No Exit to the Let's Reconsider pile because currently it's snowing a lot back home and towards that direction. I live in upstate New York, so it'd be kind of cool to read this book if you know anything about what it, if you know what it's about. It has to do with like someone getting kidnapped during the middle of a snowstorm, I'm pretty sure. And I think it'd be really cool to read during, like, if it ends up snowing a lot while I'm home and I get snowed in. This is the one. Also just got this book. This is like a haunted, like scary book, and not sure if I'm wanting to read it quite yet. Okay, I always love a good whodunit. This is a good whodunit. It kind of reminds me of, I think it's The Guest List. Ooh, so many thriller authors just popped in my head. I don't know which one it is. Is it Ruth Ware? Or is it like Lucy Foley or whatever her name is? It could be any of this, but you know what I'm talking about. This sounds like The Guest List. It takes place at a wedding, and there is a murder. And she's at her ex-boyfriend's wedding, so that makes it way better. So actually, this is going on the list of possibly we will reconsider. This one will probably make the list. It's, first of all, soft cover, which is a big reason why I want to take it with me. Also, I've been wanting to read it for a while now, and I don't have a lot of series going, so like why not start a series during the holiday season, especially one that looks so darn interesting. So this might make the list. I'm back. Okay, this is the last pile. Next we have Alice Feeney's Daisy Darker. I actually don't know much about this book. I never heard about it, but I saw it while I was looking through my Book of the Month and decided to order it. It is another whodunit, takes place on an island, so no one can get away. Love it. But I don't think I'm in the mood for it. It's not going. I mentioned before that Carry On reminds me of like Harry Potter, and that I think it would just be a good holiday book to read. So yes, I could wait to read this during Christmas, or I could decide that I like it, get through most of the first book and start on the second book since it's a series, and you know I haven't started a series in a hot minute. So it's gonna go in the maybe. Okay, so I've decided what books I'm gonna bring with me on this Thanksgiving break. So the obvious two that I already told you about is the Final Girls support group, and Where the Crawdads Sing, obviously. I chose two more, and we have The Inheritance Game, and it's the beginning of a series, but you'll be surprised that I also chose Carry On. I was not planning on starting two series this break, but yeah, I really want to read them, and they both like feel easy and good to read, that will keep me entertained on a train. So hey, so it is the day after Thanksgiving. It's Friday. So before I start, I have to tell you about the two books that I bought at the train station before I left. They're quick reads, so I was like, I don't have a problem with just like, you know, picking them up and trying to finish them. So first we got Heartstoppers 4. Really wasn't planning on buying it, but it's really good. I'm almost done with it. I'm about halfway through, and it's a quick read, so I thought it'd be a great book to just be able to read and leave here. I also picked up Long Way Down. Very good. If you know anything about this book, it's written in kind of short poems, so like that. So that both of these are gonna be pretty quick reads, both very good reads, so I'm definitely excited to get through them. I have about, I want to say 2 to maybe 3 chapters left in this. They're longer chapters, but because it's like so much is happening, I'm almost done. It is so good. This ending is so good. I expect nothing less from Grady Hendrix. We also have Where the Crawdads Sing. I'm very close to finishing this. I think I have about 4 or 5 chapters left. I'm just loving the build up to the end, which is always great. Makes it a lot easier to read. Before I say the last book, I still have The Inheritance Game in my suitcase. I have not picked it out of my suitcase yet. I haven't started it yet. But the other book I have is Carry On. Really haven't read it too much. I read a page here and there the day I left on the train. It's good so far. I not really, like, I don't really know the characters well enough yet to say much about them. I don't really know much about the plot yet to say much about it. But so far, I enjoy the writing. Hey, so, it's actually Monday. I am still home. I decided to stay one extra day home just because I could, but I just wanted to finish filming this video now. I started a few books, but maybe I'll save that for another video because I think this video is getting a little bit long. So let's just talk about the books I actually finished. Long Way Down. I liked it. Out of 5, I'd probably give it a 4 or a 3.5. I liked it, but I wasn't super engaged. Thought the plot itself was really good. I thought the message itself was really good. I kind of rushed through it because I just wasn't super engaged. I also finished the Final Girl support group. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Like I said, I didn't expect anything less from Grady Hendrix, and the ending did not disappoint. Heartstoppers, super good. I'm gonna say 5 or 4.5 out of 5 or 5 out of 5. I know I'm not really super decisive. just love the stories. It dealt with some new, not new, but developing themes. It finally like hit that, you know, climax of dealing with like some serious themes that were going on in the third book. And it like really delved into them in this book. So I thought it was really great. And the last one, so I actually went from like the last book I finished to the first book I finished. So Where the Crawdads Sing is the first book I finished of this break. I'm going to say a 4 out of 5 or a 4.5 out of 5. The only reason I can't get this a 5 out of 5 is because I just kind of struggled sometimes getting through it. I'm not a huge fan of like jumping between the past and the present and they kind of like meet in the middle kind of thing eventually. Just not a super big fan of like that type of writing. Like I actually like the writing style itself. Sometimes there was moments where I was like kind of bored. Stuff was relevant. It was relevant, all relevant to the plot, like for sure. But like not knowing that at the time, it kind of slowed me down, slowed my reading down, and I got a little bit bored. But that's not to say that the book was boring. The book was great. The plot was great. I'm very contradictory. I'm sorry. But the plot was great. And there was an amazing plot twist in this book that, like, I would have never seen coming. I think it's because my guard was really down. My guard was down. And then when it came, I was like, wait. So the ending definitely kind of bumps it up to like a 4.5. I have actually an hour and 30 minutes left of Lucy Foley's The Paris Apartment. So let me just speak on that for a second. I'm not liking it. I think it might get better. There's some like more interesting twists that are starting to happen now that we're towards the end. I'm gonna have to say a 4. I almost said 3.5. I'm gonna have to say a 4 or like a 3.5. I'm leaning towards the 4 just because I haven't finished it yet. But depending on how it ends, it might end up being a 3.5 like easily. I'm not getting into this book, and it's not about how long it's taking me to listen to it. I'm just not interested. This one, I'm not enjoying the alternating point of view. Some characters I just don't care about, don't care to hear about. I know their story is going to be relevant because there's some serious twists and turns starting to happen, like things that I would never have thought, but I'm just not interested. We're working through it. I am editing this video and I just wanted to say I did finish The Paris Apartment. Well written, amazing plot twist at the end. But because I was bored throughout the whole beginning, I still only left it with maybe like a 4, and it's like barely a 4 because like I can't deny that it was well written. The characters were just well done. But I just can't push it any higher than a 4. But yeah, no, I still recommend it. I think it was good. So that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please tune in next week. I don't know what I'm gonna film, but I have some ideas and I hope you stick around to find out. But anyways, I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching Love and Other Motives.